G'day everybody and welcome to another stream of Dome Keeper. Hope you guys are doing really well today. For those of you who are catching the stream from, I guess, somewhere in the equator or perhaps maybe in the northern hemisphere, hope you guys are keeping cool at this stage. It is freezing cold here in Australia, well, some parts of it anyway, and probably freezing cold for all of you New Zealanders out there as well. So if you guys are catching me from there, hope you guys are actually keeping warm. This room is freezing. I don't really have the heater on because I still haven't really been able to set things up so that you can't hear sort of some of the background noise, so I'm, gonna live with it for the next couple of hours or so. But anyway, we are back with Dome Keeper, and the reason we're back is because another update has dropped, and apparently there has been a full rework on the Assessor. So, yeah, this is what we're here to check out, seeing if we can play around with the Assessor once more, and maybe pull out a win, who knows. As you guys probably have seen if you've been following the Dome Keeper series for a while, I am not really a big fan of the Assessor. It definitely handles a little bit poorly, and it probably needed a lot of work. Conceptually, though, it was really cool. But anyway, that's where I am at currently with the Assessor. So, I don't know if any of you guys play Dome Keeper as well and have the same feeling about the Assessor, but anyway, we shall see what the changes are all about. So, we're probably going to stream for about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, something along those lines. It depends on what sort of happens in game. Hopefully we can do pretty well and maybe just do one session, potentially. Did I read any of the patch notes? Absolutely not. So apologies for that. I have been very, very busy trying to just improve the quality of the stream, first and foremost. Haven't had very good experiences with streaming because of my, I guess, lack of knowledge of how to do it. So I'm just sort of focusing on that at the moment. Are we going to add any modifiers? Probably not. I like the drill bit mode. We did play around with the drill bit mode the last stream, so that's really cool. If we manage to pull out a win very, very quickly, which I highly doubt, maybe we can give drill bit mode another go. But anyway, I think it's time to start this and see what's up. So let's go. I do have a very big batch of coffee right next to me, so every now and then I will be taking a sip just to warm things up a little bit. Is it boozy? You bet it is. Gotta keep that warmth up from both externally and internally. Ooh, here we go. So new stuff for the Assessor. So kinetic spheres. Yeah, we've seen those before. Yeah, so that's nothing new. Compression mining. Remove a single rock, keep pushing against it. Oh, okay, cool. So that's a little bit of a change, guys. So usually you needed to sort of use the sphere, but now this seems to work very similar to how the engineer works. But okay, we'll have to give that a go, obviously. And gravity collect. Pull in resources until they're locked onto you. Once locked onto you, they will follow you even if you release the collection key. Okay. Hit B to shoot them as a bundle in the direction you're moving into. Okay, so bundles usually were, I guess, upgrades. So I'm guessing they're just giving you that immediately. They've definitely reworked the visuals of the game as well when you're using the Assessor. So I like the bubble aesthetic there. But anyway, let's go and let's give this a try. So compression mining. Ah, yes. Okay, cool. It's probably a little bit slower than the engineer, though. How do I use our... Ah, okay. So I needed to sort of get used to the controls a little bit there, so not used to how we actually shoot off the spheres. So let's shoot this off. Hit B. There we go. Huh. Interesting. Alright. A lot of getting used to, I think, guys. So bear with me. What do we want to upgrade first? I think it's probably always wise to try and get sphere supply pretty early. So we might get into one extra sphere supply. I can see here that the cost of those spheres increase over time as like as much as you get new ones, it'll increase by maybe a few pieces of iron. So anyway, I think that's a decent start. We've got 3 now. Just want to perhaps maybe think about what to get next. I think maybe the proxy meter might not be a bad idea immediately, because I feel like it's probably going to be useful with the Assessor, considering we might be sort of playing around a little bit with the controls, and we need to just make sure that we're back in time for dinner. So, anyway. Yeah, okay. I like how you've got a little bit more control now. I feel like the previous version of the Assessor, it was actually very, very difficult to do things accurately. So, movement center marker shows a marker directly below the dome to indicate where to shoot bundles upwards. Oh, wow. Okay. So that means you can be extremely accurate with delivering all of your resources. Gravity center. Bundle guidance enables directional control of a dropped bundle at close range. Interesting. Okay. Ignore material hardness and mine rock at constant speed. Interesting. Okay. That looks kind of cool. Or we can get into some of these upgrades here. Do we want fast stab or do we want long stab? I can't remember what we went with last time. Possibly long stab. So let's go in with fast stab this time and see if we can do a lot of damage that way. Alright. We've probably got a wave incoming here, but just gonna very quickly check in with chat. Okay, cool. Alright, let's do this. Okay, not bad. And yeah, sorry, we didn't really discuss too much about the selection of tools at our disposal, but we are using the shield device. Is that the right terminology for it? And we're also using the sword dome. I don't know, I feel like sword dome is definitely very, very powerful, especially if you know exactly what you're doing with it. So anyway, probably don't want to leave those there. Okay. Not having a lot of luck this time around. I am gonna just head back and be prepared for the next attack. Yeah, we definitely don't really have anything to spend here. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. Okay, a little bit of damage there. Unfortunately, our shield's not able to tank all of that. That's alright. Only a tiny bit. I'll live with it. Okay, got our first upgrade here. Very nice. And a little bit of extra iron as well. Very good. Alright, I'm gonna actually just fetch out the upgrade first, and we might have a little bit of time to try and get everything else down there. Ooh, okay, so we got drill bit off the bat here. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Blast mining, that sounds cool as well. Now let's go with drill bit, and let's actually get him working down there. Okay, we are sort of running out of time though. Okay, I feel like we desperately need like an improvement to the sword. Actually, let's just quickly take a look. Okay, so we've only got 2 pieces of iron. Probably not much we can do with that, so let's just continue on here. Try and fish out some of these resources. Okay, and there's a little bit more over there. Some more iron. Very nice. Yeah, it's probably a good idea for us just to go and fetch the rest, rather than look at upgrades right now. Okay, definitely a little bit late. Okay, so that's the only problem with the fast stab. It's a little bit harder to aim. Anyway, let's take a look at our upgrades here. Looks like our iron is a little bit stuck over there, so let's just bring it back in. Okay, upgrades. So, let's go in with a slice improvement. I think that's warranted at this stage. Do we want a health meter? Yes, we do, but perhaps we can wait a little bit more. I would like to increase the damage that the shield can actually tank, if we can. So, anyway, let me just take another sip. Alright. Perhaps maybe we should clear up these pieces, or these tiles. And at the moment, we only have 2 spheres. I think that's definitely not as much as I would like. I think we should at least have 3. So I also want to try and work on getting more spheres as soon as we can. Okay, let's just drop that there for a second. Grab that. Alright, I have a feeling those resources actually managed to make it into the dome, which is kind of cool. Let's see here, we've got 5. I don't know, guys. I think the wiser choice is going with spear supply immediately rather than upgrading our gadget. That should at least help us sort of get more resources a little bit faster. Anyway, let's deal with this attack. Okay, not bad. We probably did take a little bit of damage though. Which is unfortunate, but that's okay. I do want to check on Drillbit though. He's probably sleeping on the job. Oh, but he's found some stuff. That's alright. I guess he can have a little bit of a break. Let's just make a little bit of a path for him. And now he can drop down and hopefully do some more good work down there. Yeah, let's just grab all of this, and I think if we just shoot directly up, hopefully it'll make it. Perhaps maybe I do need that upgrade to help guide our resources a little bit more. Okay, we got 6. If we go into any of the shield upgrades right now, I don't think it'll actually pan out for us in this particular defense. What's this? Kinetic spheres. Reload longer to increase the power of kinetic spheres. Okay, so I don't know if I like that idea. I mean, it makes the sphere damage a little bit better, but it takes longer to reload. This takes even longer to reload. I suppose maybe it might be better if you had like tons of spheres that could then sort of mitigate the amount of downtime you have. Increase the time the spheres will fly. Okay, that's pretty good. Reflection field. Okay, we've seen those before. Explode spheres. Release their kinetic energy and detonate every sphere in your vicinity. Split spheres. Okay, we've seen that before. I really want to check out this thing here, the explosions. I don't suppose we can upgrade immediately to that, or do we have to unlock this first? I think we do. Interesting. Or, yeah, as I said, we can upgrade our actual device. Tough choice here, but I think since we are doing the stream to check out the Assessor first and foremost, perhaps maybe we'll get into some of these. But anyway, first things first is a defense. Okay, very nice. Okay, only our shields took damage that time, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, alright, so let's go into Sphere Lifetime. Right, okay, so you can upgrade this pretty similarly to the supply. So you can increase it multiple times. It'll just cost a little bit more, obviously, every time. Well, in that case, we're going to save up a little bit to try and get these exploding spheres. Yeah, and I suppose we'll see how we go with that. We probably do want to think about improving the dome very soon. But anyway, let's not stay here. Let's continue trying to gather more resources as much as we can. Yeah, when I'm sort of a little bit panicky, which I am currently, because I always don't do well with the Assessor, I tend to forget about my own advice, particularly with things like, oh yeah, well, we should, mine closer to the dome in the early game. So let's try and stick to that strategy a little bit. Although it doesn't seem like I'm having much luck right now. Okay, and drill bit's asleep, of course. Okay, didn't really find anything. Let's perhaps maybe continue around this side a little bit. We are running out of time though, so let's just quickly head back right now, deal with this next attack. Okay, again, still, we've managed to survive without a single scratch in this round as well. Let me just quickly take a little bit of coffee here. Alright, let's continue on. Nothing to upgrade, obviously. But, hopefully, we'll find some resources in this round. You do need to get drill bit up as well. So a lot of things to think about here. Okay, I'll just shoot that up for the moment. And I think what we can do is we'll probably just shoot that up like that. I don't know how long these bubbles last. Or whether or not they would just indefinitely hover. I don't know, that could be a thing. Anyway, so that's a big chunk of resources right there. I'm probably just gonna clear some of this up a little bit, just so that we can sort of have a little bit better access to the actual dome from below. Okay. Hopefully Drillbit will do a good job down there. Let's go back here and let's quickly check in with upgrades. Okay, so we can get explode spheres. Let's do it. I think we've spent quite a lot on the Assessor for the last several runs, so I think it's probably going to be a wise idea to start saving now for the blade or the stab upgrade. Yeah, gonna need 12 or 10 respectively, so we could also increase the reflection, but that's gonna slow down the blade itself, so yeah, a bit of give and take on that one. Okay, tiny bit of damage, that's fine. The dome still visually looks okay, so I'm not really rushing to try and get the health meter at the moment. But I suppose it would be wise to get it soon. Ah yes, explode the spheres. So let's try this. Ooh, okay. There we go. Nice. So you can clear up quite a lot in the one go. That's really cool. So I can probably even clear up like entire areas pretty quickly. Let's just try that again. So there we go. Again, getting used to the controls a little bit tricky. Okay, well that answers my question around whether or not these things hover indefinitely. They definitely don't. So let's not play around too much here because we do have a defense. I think that will hover a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna save for the next blade upgrade. Okay, no, that is horrible. Okay, one thing I am going to spend on is just the health meter at this stage. We did take a lot of damage there, so just wanted to know where we're at. Okay, yeah, just trying to also think about what is the best way for us to actually utilize the explosions. Can be a little bit tricky. But there we go. Yeah, okay, I can see how it's sort of a little bit limited in range. Perhaps maybe the next upgrade might actually improve that, so... probably want to leave a few spheres around here so that we can work our way upwards. Okay, I wanted to explode that one, but for some reason it wouldn't let me. But anyway, we are running out of time. Let's just quickly head back. Sorry, let me just check on what we can do here. We could get Fast Stab 2 right now, if we wanted to. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Although we did see those chunky boys start to come out like, on the ground, so maybe we should save a little bit more. Okay, bad decisions were made. Ooh, alright. That was a bit rough. We have a few cobalts though, so that's nice. Would have been better if we didn't really have to use it, but that's okay. Alright, let's head back in there and let's continue. Yeah, so far I'm really liking the changes for the Assessor. It's definitely feeling, you know, a little bit more comparable to the Engineer. I wouldn't say that I would prefer it though. I still think that the Engineer at this point seems a little bit more superior. Although some of the Assessor's powers though is pretty darn cool. Like this exploding sphere thing is pretty awesome, actually. Alright, not much over there. A few patches of iron over here, which is nice. So let's try and throw things in the general direction of our dome. Okay, I probably should turn drill bit around. Okay, this is probably bad. Okay, that's a couple more cobalt that we need right away. Not looking great. We still haven't been able to secure more resources here. Let's just get this stuff in. And let's get this in as well. There we go. Anything else down here? Okay, that didn't quite make it in. Okay. So I think we should have the next slice upgrade. Although now I'm sort of starting to think whether or not the stab would have been better, considering all the problems we're starting to have with those bloody flyers, man. Alright. Let's go. Sorry. Forgot about the upgrades. Let's just quickly get that right away. Long blade or heavy blade? I think the long blade is a lot more agile, right? So I think that's what I'm going for here. The agility is probably a good move. Okay, not bad. We've got 3 pieces of iron still. And with this extra 3, I think we should be able to get like a shield upgrade. Yeah, we haven't really used a lot of our water at all. Okay, I think we'll go with strength 1. Just trying to think of whether or not we'll get into any more of, you know, the shield stuff anytime soon. I don't know. Maybe. Let's hope that we can find plenty more iron, though. Chuck that there. I think that's the right spot, hopefully. That's the real trouble with the Assessor. It feels like there's definitely a lot less control. A lot of really cool theories of what you can do with it, but in practice, yeah, very difficult to make it work effectively, I suppose. Okay, we probably should head back. Didn't time things right there. Okay, sorry, we've only got 4 cobalt left, so getting a little bit nervous. 3 iron as well, okay, not much at all. Really need to get a big haul going in this one, if we can. This is probably a good idea here. Let's try and get the cobalt there. Okay. I think we just need to sort of do this strategy where we're sort of guiding Okay, is that going in? No. Come on. Alright. And maybe I'll just blast off a few spheres here just to try and clear up the area a tiny bit. Let's see. We've got 9. I'm keen on trying to get, like, improved explosion. I assume this is going to just increase the length of those sort of lasers, if that makes sense. Combat repair. Automatically repairs the dome once during combat after it takes more than a certain amount of damage. Does not consume cobalt. That's cool. But then we have to spend 2 cobalt to get that, though. So, this is probably not the run for that. If we're going to try and pull out a win. But I'm seriously doubting that we're going to get there, guys. Drill bit. We could get a drill bit upgrade. But he is sort of falling asleep all the time. Perhaps maybe the basic conditioning might be a good idea. And advanced conditioning, yep. Just so that he can just continue working there without us having to sort of micromanage him all the time. Center marker. Shows a marker directly below the dome to indicate where to shoot bundles upwards. That could be cool. Look, I'm spending a lot of resources here on stuff that I really haven't seen too much before, and that we don't really have direct control over, but that's okay. For the sake of experimentation of this stream, we shall do it. Okay, soften these guys up quite a bit. Alright. Nice. Okay, let's go left, and let's see if we can try and get all of those resources that we left behind. There we go. Another upgrade there. That might be useful to try and see if we can grab that. Okay, so now we can see that line. Hopefully that'll help us guide things a little bit better. Let's see if we can fish out the upgrade right now. Alright. I guess we didn't really get all our resources in there. That's a shame. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave that. We are probably in trouble here. Ah, oh, Lord, okay. Okay, these guys, the bombers. Hate those guys. This is where a wider shield would have been really good, but that's okay. Let's try and just shoot all of these things straight up. Seems so difficult. Okay. Go. And this stuff too. Okay, we can't exactly shoot the upgrades though. So we have to actually bring this with us. And it is actually quite slow. Teleporter. I'm definitely not interested in the blast mining because our spheres sort of do that for us anyway, but the teleporter, maybe. Alright, let's do teleporter. Question is, where do we want to leave the teleporter? Perhaps maybe it might be a good idea to start working on the area directly below us. Maybe. That was a bad decision. Let's head back. Alright, that is so slow. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna need that cobalt. We've got 9. I'm starting to feel like Fast Stab 2 is in order, considering we're dealing with those bombers. We'll probably start dealing with other flyers very soon as well. Those lightning ones perhaps might make an appearance. Yep. I think that's the play. Let's go. Would be nice to increase the speed of the teleporters as well, but anyway, for now, we'll just deal with the speed that we currently have. So you can't really use the explosions very often, it seems. Let's see if we can shoot this off in a straight line, like that. Yeah, these explosions are probably the coolest thing about the update, I think. Alright. Let's get you up there, and let's teleport. Let me take the stab upgrade right now. Nice, okay. That's what I want to see. Alright, we've got 11 to spare. Let's see. What shall we do? Actually, sorry, haven't checked in with chat for a while. Oh, hey Nancy, how you going? Interesting to see you here on one of my Dome Keeper live streams. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy. Venturing into live. Well, I've been doing some live streams in the past, but I've only been sort of doing live streams for this game, and I did the Bloom in Spring update, I guess, test on stream as well, and that was pretty good. So But yeah, like I'm a big fan of Dome Keeper, but I don't really play it very often anymore, so I decide, you know, I'll probably just do live streams every now and then whenever an update drops. So that's sort of what I'm doing with the series. Let's see. I think we could probably improve our teleport duration right off the bat here. And that'll still give us a little bit of resources to work with. I'm keen on reflection, but probably not going to get like the larger pads. The reason for that is because it really slows down the sword, and I don't really like that. So as long as we get the reflectability, I think that's enough. So let's do that. And yeah, we've got 3 more iron, but I guess we can't really spend it right now. So let's go back down there. Let's see what we can find. Let's actually fetch our teleporter and bring it back down with us. And yeah, hopefully we can find some more resources. Drillbit is working away. Fantastic. Employee of the month. Look at all this. Exactly what we want to see. Like, explode all of them. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, I suppose we can just spend the time now returning all of this stuff back to the dome. We don't exactly have a path through though. There we go. That should help. Okay, let's shoot all of this off to the left. It's a little heavy. Then we'll wait for it. Nice. Alright. And yeah, we should be able to keep working on this area a little bit more. Let's just drop one over there. Maybe drop one over here. Probably a good time for us to leave. Okay, let's take a look at what we can upgrade, actually. So we've got 13. Not bad. Tempting to get accelerated reflection as well. But let's just see if there's anything else about the Assessor that we can probably improve on. So bundle guidance enables directional control of a dropped bundle at close range. I really don't understand what that means exactly, but we'll just get it just so that we can check out what it can do. And that'll lead us to Gravity Center, which yeah, should actually help us get our resources back to base a little bit more accurately as well. Just looking at some of these other upgrades here. Kinetic Spheres 3 further increases the damage but reduces the recharge time. Yeah, okay. So I guess getting this upgrade, you probably want to constantly be getting more sphere supply at the same time. Potentially. Anyway, we could get an active battle ability, Electro Blast or something like that. Or maybe improve on Drillbit. Yeah, maybe we'll get a Drillbit improvement just so that he can work a little bit more efficiently down there. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're starting to get these larger explodey boys. Not a fan. Try and keep them at bay. Nice. Okay, cool. We survived without taking a scratch, which is very good. Exactly what we want to see. I feel like there's probably stuff hidden away up here, which we haven't really accessed yet, so let's try and work our way through here and see what we can do on that front. We could get a squid friend over there if we wanted to. Might be a good idea, actually, because we've got a bit of water right here, which we could just drop in. And he should give us a hand with stuff, which is nice. Very good. Okay, so there's the tip for the stationary bundles. Hit B without pressing a direction to place a stationary bundle. Huh. I'm not 100% sure how that works, to be frank. Got 8. Would like to go into some more shields. That would be cool. Anyway, perhaps maybe we'll save for the moment. Let me just quickly check back onto chat. Okay. I do want to have a sip of my boozy coffee here as well, if I can, but let's just try and get rid of the enemies first. Whoops, okay, that was a bad move. Okay, a little bit of damage, unfortunately. We are at 4 cobalt. I don't know. I don't know if health 1 might be a better option rather than going with the cobalt. Sorry guys, hope you can't really hear that. The hoons around my house are at it again. It is a Sunday, so they like to be out in full force pretty early. I think we're gonna go with the shields, guys, because we're sort of at the beginning of the mine run right now, so we should be able to have the shields recharged to full pretty quickly for our next fight. Okay, let's maybe just bring this and shoot it up first, and then we'll try and work on going downwards from here. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if we've completely explored this area. Maybe we just shoot off a few of our spheres there, just to make sure that we're checking in that area. Alright, I think it's time to go further down. Another upgrade here. I'm not 100% sure if I'm keen on getting more upgrades at this point, guys. Depending on what it is, we might actually shred it to cobalt, because that'll help us survive a little bit more. Right. Prospecting meter. Or the lift. I don't know about the lift, guys, because if we aim to get the central sort of thing that sort of guides our resources down below the dome, then that might negate the lift. The prospecting meter, I also feel like it's good in the early game, but you know, we're getting to a point where we're just exploring everywhere anyway, so it might not be as useful. I'm gonna opt to shred, guys, just so that we've got a little bit more survivability here. 7. I don't know. I don't know if we should spend on stuff. It could get invulnerability. That's pretty cool if we use it strategically. Or, obviously, we can save for blade and stab upgrades. I think I'm going to opt to save a little bit for now. Okay, we've got these ghostly aliens now. Great, okay, that was really, really good defense. Let's continue on. Okay, that should make it in, hopefully. Nice, okay, and one over here, and we should be able to dig this out. Okay, and I think it'll be faster if we just quickly take our teleporter. Okay, how are we doing here? 14. Not bad. I really want to try and get this gravity center, but I'm a little bit nervous about the types of enemies that we're starting to encounter right now. So, look, we'll risk it. Let's get it. And we'll just have to sort of bite the bullet and try to make good decisions while defending. That might help. Okay, good decisions include when to use Cobalt. Oh no, okay. Oh, alright. Tempting to go into health 1. But maybe I won't do it, guys. I sort of want to spend our resources on other stuff if we can. So we just got the that upgrade. Let me just take a look at it. Gravity center. So bundles shot towards the central axis will stop there, directly under the dome, instead of flying past. So presumably this means that we can basically shoot all of our resources towards the center, and I guess upwards, and we don't have to be as accurate as before, maybe. That would be nice if that's the case, but anyway, let's see it in action. If we can find some resources, that is. Some right here. Maybe it might be a good idea just to find a tiny bit more. Okay, 4. Perfect. So, if we just shoot it like that, does it just go up in the center axis? Oh, okay, and it just stops there. Okay, cool. I get it, I get it. We just need to sort of guide it a little bit still, but it's probably not as bad as, you know, not having the central guidance. There we go. So now we should be able to just get those things to move where we want it a little bit easier. Okay, I think it's time to move the teleporter a little bit, and once we do that, we'll just teleport back, and yeah, let's check out what we can get here. So 18, getting very close to the next blade or stab upgrade, which I think we will aim for. I'm just trying to think of what enemies we're having the most trouble with. And I believe it's actually the flyers. So we might actually get Javelin. So this increases the stab damage, but we do have a additional cooldown of 1 second. So we just need to think about that. Should be okay. Movement speed. I don't really think we need movement speed, especially since we've got the teleporter. Although, yeah, this looks cool. Full torque. Move much faster while collecting and carrying resources. Yeah, would have liked to spend on that, but that's a whole tree that we have to spend on. So maybe not. Maybe if we do have another stream for next time. But alright, we'll save a tiny little bit more, and we'll try and get the Javelin. Hopefully we survive. Okay, we've got the ghost guys. Alright, we did take a little bit of damage there, fortunately, but probably not as bad as it could be, so there's that. Alright, let's drop maybe a couple over here just to help us move around a little bit more. And we go upwards here. Okay, let's try and get this massive batch of iron back up there. Let's see if we can just do a little bit more. Don't want to be too greedy. Let's go. Might be a good idea to just spend on upgrades for now. Let's go with Javelin. We've got 10 more to spend after that, with a little bit of water as well. Let's see. What's this? Powerful bundle. The resource bundles move faster and stay together longer. That could be cool, although we don't exactly need that right now. Perhaps maybe if we're, like, even deeper in the mines, maybe we could. But perhaps it's better spent on other things like maybe even more shields or maybe one of these active abilities. But anyway, let's try and defend. Very nice. I feel like they may have changed the way the javelin sounds as well. Perhaps maybe that was in the spring-loaded update, because I don't think I managed to check everything on that particular update. But anyway, we've got 16 now. Very nice. Yeah, perhaps let's do what we say we're gonna do. We're gonna pick up one of these active abilities. I reckon we'll go with Invulnerability. That way, once the shield runs out, we can activate Invulnerability and we can, again, avoid a little bit more damage. Active on depletion. Invulnerability automatically activates an additional time when the shield runs out. That is powerful. We might get that. We don't have enough water for shield strength 3. We probably need to find a little bit more down there. Let's maybe save. One thing that I am really bad with is remembering to actually use some of the active abilities. So I really need to remember to do that. Let's maybe tuck this over here. And let's try and work on this area here. Nice. And some extra cobalt. Also nice. I have a feeling that the mine is probably at the end here. Or we've sort of reached map end, rather. Which is a bit of a shame. I've been actually having a really good time with the Assessor so far. Definitely really, really good improvements. So the devs fortunately listened to the community and made the necessary changes and still kept conceptually what the Assessor is all about, which is nice, you know, because often you see games, they do an overhaul and things are just not the same anymore. Not the case here, so I like it. Let's go back. And let's check on what we can do here. We're at 20. We could go with Longblade 2. And you know, I have a feeling that if we do want to survive towards the end of the game, we're going to need to get up to Electrified Blade. So, yeah, let's do it. And we'll see if we can get another 30 pieces of iron down there. Alright, yeah, a bit tricky to prioritize targets there. Let's go with 1 cobalt. And yeah, as I said, we're going to need to find another 30 pieces of iron, so I have no idea if that's doable, because I think we're at the very, very end of this particular session. Who knows, we might find a little bit more. Maybe there's a few nooks and crannies that we haven't exactly been to. I didn't want to turn him around. Ooh, there we go. Quite a lot right here. Oh, and actually we're still going down. So maybe we're actually not at the end yet. Okay, let's see if we can just quickly spend a little bit of time guiding our resources back here. We did shoot off a big group here. Ah, there it is. So let's just get them all headed up there. I don't think we've got enough just yet, I don't think, but soon. Drillbit, go away. I don't mean to be mean to Drillbit. He's the best. He's a good boy. Alright, let's chuck that up there, and yeah, time to go, I reckon. I suppose maybe we can just shoot off a few more spheres here and there. Okay, we're at 12. We definitely need a little bit more. Hopefully we can find what we need. Let's just defend for now. Oh, man. There we go. I thought we were finished. Okay, 21. Again, still need to wait a little bit more. Let's take 1 cobalt. Righto, so let's bring the teleporter up with us, and maybe we can sort of drop it off maybe around here. I reckon we haven't worked in this area just yet. So we'll also bring Drillbit with us, because he's probably got no more work to do down here, so come on, mate. I'll show you where all the soil is at. Problem is, he's probably going to drop back down there because there are holes everywhere. Okay, here's a little bit more water. I've actually been wanting to find a little bit more water as well. Okay, let's check on our resource bubbles here. Make sure they're all going the right way. Alright. Now, one thing that's always a bit of a dilemma for me, guys, is you could always sort of spend a little bit more on improving the type of keeper that you have, whether or not it's the engineer or the assessor, obviously, but that comes at the cost of, you know, not having enough resources for everything else. So it's a little bit of a balancing act, especially if you're sort of playing on a medium map like we are today. I suppose maybe it might not be much of a problem if you're playing on larger maps. Sorry, just getting recharged. All right. Wow. Okay. Smack bang. Let's get this. All right. So we should now be very, very much prepared for the end game. You know, I completely forgot to use our active ability in the previous run, didn't I? And exactly the problem that I mentioned before, my tendency of forgetting about the active abilities. Alright, cool. We made use of it there, and I don't think we took any damage as a result, which is good. It might be better, though, to save using it until we actually run out of shields. I think that's probably a better thing to do. Drillbit's dropped back down below, unfortunately. So, should we fetch him? Maybe. Maybe we'll fetch him. I don't know which way he's gone, though. Ah, there he is. Come on, mate. Yeah, okay, so this is probably not the greatest idea. I feel like it's probably a little bit more of a waste of time trying to get Drillbit. So we might leave him if he drops down back again. It's can't be avoided. You know, actually, we haven't found the relic. So, there's that. If we don't find the relic, obviously we could be in trouble. I'm pretty sure we did go into a game where we are trying to find the relic. But, you know what? I could be wrong. I wasn't really paying attention when I set up the session, to be honest. Alright, nothing here. Just quickly grab that, shoot that off that way, and we'll bring the teleporter with us, because now I'm a little bit confused as to where we should work on. Maybe around here. Okay, we're running a little late. Let's go back. Okay, big boy is coming out. Let's use our shields for our invulnerability. Didn't really last very long, did it? Okay. 0 iron right now. Not great. So yeah, let's continue working in this area. Yeah, I reckon the relic's probably somewhere around here. I think that might be a power node. And another one. Very nice. Okay, I'll take that as well. Here we go. Let's drop that off there. Again, still no iron. I wonder if we've basically just found all of the iron in this map already. Could be a thing. Oh no. Was not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we found the relic, which is nice. As usual, I don't think we'll go and fetch the relic until we're absolutely ready for the end of the game. Though not finding any resources has been a little bit rough though. Try and get this bomber. If I can actually aim correctly, that would be nice. So, the javelin's probably a good case to actually get something like an aim assist. I can't remember if you can get that with the with this particular tree or route. Maybe not. Anyway, let's continue for our search of more iron, which is not really going very well. Okay, not much going on over here. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much going on here either. Just trying to figure out if there's any large swaths of areas that we haven't exactly visited yet. Because if not, I think we're at a maximum number of iron that we can find. Yeah, this looks like sort of the end of the map here as well. Huh. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't feel like it's the end of the of this session. But perhaps it is. Maybe I was sort of getting too focused on learning the new mechanics of the Assessor, potentially. Anyway, I better actually go into the teleporter and defend ourselves a little bit more here before we accidentally get destroyed, because I've been talking too much. Whew. Oh, one more. There we go. Yeah, 0 iron. Is there anything we can spend with just water? I mean, we can go into the inventory viewer, the cycle counter, which, you know, not really stuff that we truly need. But I suppose if it's the very end, we could probably spend on it. I think this is the end, guys. I'm gonna go and fetch the relic right now, and see if we can actually survive the final round. I mean, survive without the need of the relic. I highly doubt, but anyway, let's, I'm just gonna quickly get another batch of coffee in me here, and we'll finish things off. Alright, let's go. Let's switch these things on. I assume it's just the 3. Yep, there we go. I mean, we've got a little bit of time. We don't have to go straight away, do we? Okay, that did a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, there's definitely no resources around here. Oh, that's a shame. I feel like I should have done maybe like a large map or something like that, but I feel like sometimes sort of doing a large map, it can take like maybe 3 hours to complete. And I'm not entirely sure if I do have the time to stream for 3 hours straight. Just doesn't align with what's going on in my life right now, so that's why I don't exactly go with the larger maps. But anyway, here we are. We are fully charged with the relic. It's time to defend ourselves. Actually, we can go with some of these upgrades, as I mentioned before. We could go with some cobalt stuff if we wanted to, but I feel like it's probably a waste to do that. It's probably better if we just save the cobalt for when we actually need to use it. Oh no. Sorry guys, I didn't stop in time to use the cobalt at the very end. So we had 6 cobalt sitting there. Oh well, it happens sometimes. But, you know, we still managed to save the dome, obviously, thanks to the relic. But would have been better if we could have lasted a little bit longer. I highly doubted that we would have been able to survive that anyway, though, guys. So 6 cobalt doesn't seem like enough. I definitely made a whole bunch of mistakes, I guess, in the early game with, you know, missing shots and all that sort of stuff and having to spend cobalt. But sometimes it happens. So we survived 29 waves. That's actually pretty decent. So anyway, let's go back to the main menu. It doesn't look like we've actually unlocked stuff, so I assume maybe with the rework of the Assessor, it's truly just improving on the Assessor itself. We don't get to unlock stuff for it. Would have been cool if we could unlock, like, you know, different costumes or something like that for the Assessor, but I believe you can probably, like, buy like better costumes and stuff like that through DLC if you really wanted to spend the money on it. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with our run with the Assessor so far. Will we do another stream for the Assessor to check out, you know, some of the other upgrades that we haven't seen? I'm not sure yet. We'll see. It depends on how well this stream goes, and you know, if the VOD turns out really, really well and people like it and there's a lot of views, then maybe I might think of doing a part 2, if that makes sense. Same as what we did for the spring-loaded update. But yeah, for now, there are no plans. I think I'm bringing the stream to a close, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We have been going at it for about 1.5 hours. I am really, really hungry because it is past lunchtime, so I'm gonna go to the kitchen and make some instant noodles and enjoy the rest of my boozy coffee at the same time. Alright guys, as usual, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Don't forget to stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.